Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, my name is Chenelle, the owner of 3 Balls Handmade Soaps and More. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I made this hot process activated charcoal soap. Alright y'all, so as always, I like to show you everything that I will be working with for today. And we have our soap mold, gloves, thermometer, scale, protective eyewear, stick blender, spatula, my little measuring spoons, my bowls, my crock pot, as well as my long spout pitcher and another spatula. And I also have this activated charcoal here, and I'll have that link down below for anyone that is wondering. Now let me go ahead and clean off my table and then we'll get started. Alright, so first up, I started out by weighing out my ingredients. And of course, when you're working with sodium hydroxide, you want to make sure that you take the necessary precautions to protect yourself. Now, before I started weighing out my ingredients, I did turn my crock pot on high. Now, for this particular soap, I held back on my shea butter, and you will see me add that after the cook. Alright, so once my coconut oil had melted down with the rest of my oils, it was then time for me to add my water lye solution. Now, I did leave out, of course, me mixing up my sodium hydroxide and liquid, but if you would like to see a more detailed video, I can have that linked in, I will have that linked down below. So again, I did leave out a few steps in this video. Now, once I added in my water lye solution, all I did was just stick blend this until I reached trace. Now you will notice that my soap is definitely almost like like really light, and that is because I did use a lot of light oils and butters. So all right, so once I reached trace, I just placed the lid on my crock pot and kind of kept a close eye on my soap. All right, so here I am, and I did have a little volcano action going on. So I just stirred that up a little bit. Now, mind you, I still have not added in the shea butter. That will be added in later. So all I did was just stir up my soap, and it was giving like applesauce right here at this stage. To me, it looked like applesauce. So, but I just stirred it up, and then after that, I just placed the lid back on it and checked it again a few minutes later. Alright, so here we are again, just stirring it up, and to me it's still giving like that applesauce look. So I just stirred it up, and then once I was done, of course, just put the lid back on it and checked it again a few minutes later. Alright, so here we go again, and as you can see, our soap is translucent, well, it was translucent, and it still had like that mashed potato look to it. Now, I did notice that when I added in my shea butter, that did help it to thicken up drastically. So it was not as watery before. So right here, this is just my shea butter that I had held back. This is the shea butter that I held back. And now for this soap, I did not scent this soap at all. The only additive used was just my activated charcoal. That's it. So, which I will add that here shortly. But right now, I just added in my shea butter, and then I just stir that up until it was blended up. And if you are enjoying this video thus far, please consider leaving me a thumbs up. And if you have not done so already, consider subscribing to our channel. It definitely helps us out. And at the time of this recording, y'all, we are almost at 3K. So thank you to everyone that has liked, commented, and subscribed. Thank you so much. Next up, it was time for me to add in my activated charcoal. Now, activated charcoal, a little goes a long way. I've made this soap before, cold process, and my soap has been like jet black. I knew I did not want to go that route with this soap because, of course, that black will bleed. So I kind of started out with just, I think that was like a half a teaspoon. And I kind of just gauged it from there. And then I went in again. I did it like 2 more times. So altogether I did like a teaspoon. I did like 1.5 teaspoons. So, and then I just kept, like I said, just kept stirring it up because I did not want it to be this jet black, what I normally get. So alright, so once I was done mixing up my activated charcoal into my soap, I then just scooped it into my soap mold. Now I forgot to like scoop, then tap, scoop, then tap, and I ended up just scooping all of my soap, just putting it all in the mold, and then I tapped it at the very end, and you'll be able to see like that on one side of this soap, once I unmolded, I had like quite a few holes, and that was of course from me not, tapping it as I was putting the soap in the mold. So alright, and so once I was done getting the soap in the mold, here I am just kind of messing with the top just a little bit. Y'all know I like how the top has like that crunchy part on there. I don't know, I really like that. But here I am finally tapping my soap on the table. But yeah, so that's what I meant to do. And y'all, this charcoal gets everywhere, okay? This activated charcoal was literally like everywhere. Look at my gloves, like look at the side of my soap mold. The wooden part, it just gets everywhere and just makes a complete mess. So if you've never worked with it before, be prepared because it's gonna make a mess and it's gonna get on everything and be everywhere. But here is the soap. So far I'm very pleased, and here I am just showing you my gloves. Now here we are the next day, and the color from the camera, it was kind of given like a light gray. However, it definitely was, of course, darker than that. It almost looks like a blue gray, like a bluish gray kind of sort of. But here I am just taking it out of the mold, and I did let this just sit overnight, and of course the next day it was time for me to unmold it. Now with hot process, it's already gelled. Once it cools down, it's ready to go. I just always let mine sit overnight because that's what I'm used to doing with cold process. Now y'all, look at this soap. Y'all see all those cracks and all that stuff in there? But I mean, I think it's kind of cool. I actually like it. I like the way that it looks. Y'all know I absolutely love these hot process soaps because they just look so rustic, and I love that look. Now here I am just cutting my soap, and y'all look at that. Look at the inside. I'm very pleased with how they turned out. No complaints at all, none whatsoever. I even like the color and everything. So y'all let me know what you think down below, and I'm going to continue to cut these soaps. And y'all be sure to follow me on Instagram if you have an Instagram. If you don't have an Instagram, definitely don't worry about it. But y'all be sure to follow me on Instagram. Any video requests, you can DM me on Instagram. I don't mind. Every Tuesday I upload video requests, and every Sunday we go live. Well, I go live at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can always tune in every Sunday and chat with me. But you can follow me on Instagram. Any questions, don't hesitate to DM me. Don't hesitate at all. I don't mind. You can DM me any questions that you may have. Now, right here, I am just lining up my soaps, and I am getting ready to stamp them. If you're new to my channel, I put saran wrap in between my soap and my stamp just to keep the soap from clogging up the letters in my stamp. So far, it has held up very well, and I'm very pleased. And just like that, we are finally done. Y'all, here is our activated charcoal soap, hot process activated charcoal soap. Y'all let me know what you think. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please consider leaving me a thumbs up. And if you have not done so already, please consider subscribing to our channel. And to all of our wonderful supporters out there, we thank you guys so much. And until next time, I will see you guys later.